This is Eagle Owl, and today I will be talking about Sidney Brown and the injury report. Who's out? And yes, Sidney Brown is out again. And also, I want to talk about the keys to victory. How we can beat the Rams coming up Sunday. To me, it's a must-win game. A lot of people telling me it's not, but we're gonna get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into it. No additional topics today. Sidney Brown is out again. He's out, hamstring. Surprised because he had his helmet. Looked like he was moving in practice, but each day he was limited. But the Eagles officially ruled him out. But here we go with the injury report. Fletcher Cox officially out. People had their thoughts like maybe he would come back because it's just the epidural shot, but he is out. Cam Jurgens, we know he's going to miss a couple weeks. Nicholas Morrow had a personal day. He didn't practice, but he will play this Sunday. Marlon T is officially out. Sidney Brown is officially out. Britton Covey, full participant, but he's questionable. Justin Evans looked like he's going to play. That's great. And then you get Quez Watkins back. That's also great in my opinion. It's going to be interesting who we elevate. If we really going to elevate the slot corner now, is he ready for that role now? Do he really know the playbook? Because if Britton Covey for some reason can't play, to me the sleeper that the Eagles will elevate with Brandon Mann is Devin Allen, because you're going to need a returner. Quez is fast, but he's not a returner. Then you got Boston Scott. Maybe we activate Penny, see what he got in the punt game if for whatever reason Britton Covey can't play. Because remember last week, Justin Evans was a full participant the last practice, but we still kept him out the game. So that'd be interesting who we're going to elevate. But I'm almost like now I'm like 70% sure we're going to elevate the slot corner and Bradley Roby. I'm not sure, but again, interesting who we're going to elevate going into Sunday. Now, Sidney Brown, man, I wish he could play, man. I really do. I thought he was going to be that guy. Like, well, we don't elevate Bradley Roby. Maybe we just go with Sidney Brown in the slot, see what he got, because he made plays. Like the limited amount of snaps he had for us this season, he made plays. He made a play so good in Tampa Bay. Now he got a hamstring bothering him, but I guess the Eagles, to me, they probably being precautious with this because hamstring injuries can linger. Like Quez Watkins, it's October. He might just be getting over his hamstring that he got over the summer during training camp. So I guess they being safe with him. There's no reason to really rush him back. I guess that's how they looking at it. But man, Sidney Brown, I can't wait till he get back because he started to take advantage of his opportunities. And I don't want him to come back, then they redshirt him again. And, again, I'm not too pleased with the safety room besides Reed Blankenship. And Sidney Brown just start giving me hope in the safety room. Like, yo, if we go Sidney Brown, Reed Blankenship, you got something. But Edmonds, I know Justin Evans, he's starting to grow on me a bit, but Edmonds ain't it. You need Sidney Brown back. All right, so let's get into the next topic. And the last topic, keys to victory, man. Keys to victory. How would the Eagles walk out with a W? So let's start with the offensive side of the ball. I would say first, no turnovers. Again, we need a turnover-free football game because I really don't trust our defense besides the run defense. I don't trust it. I got to see it to believe it that we're going to stop the pass. So from the offense, we probably need another turnover-free game. Jalen Hurts, we don't need a fumble or a pick. We don't need an odd fumble from, one of our receivers or something. We got to play clean football. Second, limit the penalties. I know, like, the refs, for some reason, that last game, they was just throwing flag after flag after flag. I guess this is for defense and offense. Try to limit the penalties. I know we was probably one of the worst teams last week, being penalized because the rest was just on some bull. I think the worst was in. They tried to keep the game close for whatever reason. That was supposed to be a blowout, but flag after flag after flag was saving the Commander. So we want to go into this game like, let's try to limit the flags. Let's play some clean football, mistake-free football. Also, it's nothing wrong with bleeding out the clock. It's nothing wrong with bleeding out the clock. Trust me, I love that last touchdown AJ Brown got with a minute and like 40 seconds left. But in my opinion, when I look back at it, I'm like, why didn't we just bleed the clock out, or just give them the ball with like 10 seconds left for something like that? We scored pretty fast, especially with our defense struggling. It's nothing wrong with bleeding the clock out, especially going against a Rams offense. They get Cooper Kupp back, and they got Puka Nacua, I believe that's his name. Puka Nacua, I believe that's his name. So they don't really have a run game, but they definitely have a pass game, and we have one of the worst pass defense, but one of the best run defense. But these dudes don't really run the ball. They don't really have a run game. So yeah, offense is nothing wrong with bleeding the clock out. I believe this is a game where I can see Dallas Goedert, going off. I give him like 60-70 yards. I think he's going to have one of those games. And Swift, I think Swift will have a game. The one thing you want to do to slow down Aaron Donald is get the run game going. So we need Swift to have one of those magnificent games again. Magnificent games. I don't expect Jalen Hurts to throw over 300 yards again. I think he's going to keep it 250, 270, and I think that's enough to win the game. I think we're going to be very balanced, but keep the ball away from that offense. In my opinion, our offense got to just keep the ball away from the Rams offense and cash in on touchdowns. When you get to the red zone, no field goals. Got to cash in on touchdowns. That's my thing for the offense. And Sue Opeta need to have one of his best games ever. Now, defense. What can I say? Pass defense. Just hold up as long as you can, man. Just try to hold up. Let's do what we've been doing. Or last week we didn't do it. Let's get a turnover. I think this game comes down to who makes the turnover. Is it going to be the Eagles or is it going to be the Rams? We have to be the ones to force the turnovers. Edmonds, if you're in the game and the ball is floating to you like a feather, grab it with your body and just fall down. Please. If you get another play like that, you got to grab it with your body and fall down. Our defensive line needs to play elite. We need to show that we're elite. I want Sean Desai to play up a little bit, because what they're going to do is, and this is their game, especially with Cooper Kupp coming back, they're going to try to get the ball out of Stafford hands pretty quick and let Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua do the work. They're not going to try to hold the ball and go super deep. They're going to do a lot of bunch formations, get it out of Stafford hands fast, and let the wide receivers make the plays. Now, what we have to do is play up so we can speed up his clock and make him go through his progressions, because we know by the time he's trying to go through his progressions, Jalen Carter or one of those defensive tackles is going to be sitting in his lap. Jordan Davis is somebody, but they can't be too conservative this game. Be aggressive. It's Philadelphia Eagles football, right? You said, Sean Desai, you want to make teams feel us? Please make these dudes feel us, man. Get after the quarterback, play up, and trust your personnel, man. You gotta trust your personnel just a little bit. That's all I need from the defense, man. Just pass defense step up. I believe in a run defense. I believe our D-line could get there. Hell, I believe in a linebacker core. But we need this secondary to step up. I will be watching Bradley Roby heavily, see if he still got it. If not, we in the world of trouble. We definitely in the world of trouble. It's great to have Justin Evans back. The only thing I'm worried about on the defensive side is stopping the pass. Easier said than done. It's easy for me to go behind this mic and say that, but man, you have to do it, man. You simply have to slow down the pass. It's the only way they win in this game. Only way. And if not, if we can't slow it down, I'm pretty sure they not gonna slow us down. And hell, just give us one. Give us one turnover. Just one. But hey man, what do you think and how do you feel about the game Sunday? We got one more day, and one more day. Sydney Brown is out again. How do we feel about the injury report? But this is Eagle Al, man. I'm up.